It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Valanciunas passes to DeRozan. Patterson, the screen. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lowry's got the opening basket of the game for the Raptors. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Armstrong is out there with Jordan. Then it's Cartwright. Then there's Grant. And it's Pippen in at the 3 spot.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Lowry against Armstrong. It's DeRozan with the drive. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Jordan with now guarded by DeRozan. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Armstrong. And he jams that one in.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's Lowry. He's got 6. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. And here's Lowry, following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Now, here's Lowry. DeRozan in the corner. And the Raptors take on 2 more.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Carroll. And DeRozan. Here we go. Makes it off the glass. DeRozan's got 6 points.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. 12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here is Armstrong, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Armstrong gets the bucket.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Here's Armstrong. He's got 14. Open for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
But there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Here's Carroll after the Bulls pick up 2. And the shot is good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Armstrong, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Armstrong's got 17. Armstrong against DeRozan, and Valanciunas kicks to Carroll. Back to Valanciunas, dishes it to Carroll. Shoots it up, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Chicago calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Joseph, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. The Bulls leading by 7. Armstrong dishes to Pippen. Here's Cartwright. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Carroll, no one around him. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Here's Chicago. On the pass to Armstrong. Back to Pippen. Pass to Jordan. For the 3. Carroll with the rebound. Jordan's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Joseph with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Carroll with the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Wasted no time on that one. Armstrong's got 20 points.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
He lobs it up. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And some changes here for the Raptors. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Then for the Bulls, Purdue, he's checked in for Cartwright. Williams comes in for Horace Grant. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. And stolen by Jordan. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And Carroll gets it to go.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
That's good.
And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen, a double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch. That's painful.
Now, here's Joseph. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Paxson. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting. And boy, are they attacking the paint.
They sure are, looking to get their buckets up close and personal.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting. Take a look at what Jordan's done. He's already up to 8 points. He was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And he gets it to go.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Three-pointer. Another 3 for Chicago.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
And, Greg, sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
Raptors trail by 14. The dish now to Joseph. Knocked away. Kicks it to Scola. Carroll passes to Ross. Just 5 to shoot. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, and maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Chicago calls timeout. .109 left here in the opening quarter. Nobody near Williams. Scott Williams, another North Carolina Tar Heel player, with the bucket.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
Ross, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
A perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Knocked down by the 7-footer Purdue.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Jordan gets it to go.
How many times have we seen Michael go off like this?
And Joseph kicks to Carroll. Tipped away. To the paint. Here's Paxson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Paxson. Both free throws good from Paxson. Ross against Paxson. Releases. Again, Toronto. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Pippen. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Pippen's got 8 points.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Bulls lead by 15. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And here's DeRozan. After the three-pointer from Scottie Pippen, pushing it up. Williams from outside. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. And that's now 8 points for Williams.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
And Lowry gets it to go.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
The shot's good from Paxson.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from 3-point range.
Well, the defense is just not closing out quick enough. What a play there. The hoop plus the arm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
The Bulls making a switch here. Armstrong's checked in.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And it's Patterson finishing it off.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
Tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt. Yeah, nice, strong finish there, nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Toronto. And Chicago also making a switch. Cartwright's checked in. Fires for 3, and the shot is good. He's got 5.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Toronto calls timeout.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Bulls making a switch here. McRae's checked in. Toronto with the ball. Poke loose. In transition, here come the Bulls. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And that one's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Armstrong with it. Lowry picks him up. Inside, Cartwright, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
To the paint. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Here's Grant. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off. And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Armstrong against Lowry. Another one falls for Chicago.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Deep 2 from Carroll. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Carroll's got 14 points for the game.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Good.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Carroll kicks to DeRozan. It's good again, and an excellent 7th grade shooting night so far.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Carroll's running. DeRozan's shot is good.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Took him no time at all on that one. Armstrong's got 33.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor. Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Down low, and the dunk by Grant.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And Jordan gets it to go.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And he gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Lowry against Jordan. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Patterson. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. To the left side wing, Carroll with the 3. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Pass to Paxson. Beyond the arc. That's good. Paxson's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Bulls.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor. That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And Carroll gets it to go.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shot's good. And that's now 30 points for Jordan.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Carroll for three, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Bulls out front, delivering the blowout. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Here's Pippen. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for Chicago right now, they've got Pippen. Michael Jordan is out there with B.J. Armstrong. And there's Cartwright, and it's Grant in at the 4 spot. DeMar DeRozan on the wing, guarded by Jordan. Carroll kicks to DeRozan. Gets a very good look and converts. DeRozan's got 23 points.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there. Jordan with a delightful delivery on that one.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Misses the slam off the fast break. Grant the pass to Cartwright. Jordan with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Again, Chicago.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
In the corner, it's Patterson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Patterson's got 14.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. They get a hand on it. Valanciunas dishes to Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Valanciunas with a screen on Pippen. Here's Patterson. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, he's got 16.
He has still not missed a shot. Where could they be today without him?
Jordan with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Cartwright against Patterson. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
He dishes it to Carroll. And DeRozan kicks to Carroll, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Armstrong's got 40 points.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Toronto. Johnson comes in for DeMar Carroll, and the Bulls making a change also. Williams, he's checked in for Horace Grant. Outside DeRozan. He's looking for Patterson and finds him. And the 7'1" Bill Cartwright extends for the rebound. Armstrong with it. Lowry picks him up. And here's Jordan outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
In transition, here come the Bulls. Goes up, hammers it home to polish off the break.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
They get it back. Pass to Armstrong, and there's the feed to Williams. He kicks it to Armstrong. Dishes it to Jordan. He feeds it to Williams. Outside Pippen. Tries a three, and that one's good. Pippen's got 16 points.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
And DeRozan kicks to Patterson. And it's Lowry penetrating. Raptors moving the ball around, and he gets it to go. 26 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough. And sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. And again, Toronto with the triple. So it's Chicago now. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
The rebound by Cartwright.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
It's stolen by Johnson. Lowry with the ball. He's got 11. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Ross is checked in for Patterson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Purdue, he's checked in for Cartwright. Neely comes in for Williams. Smith checked in for Scottie Pippen. And it's Paxson in for Michael Jordan. Scola, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bulls.
Guys, one of the themes in this game has been how much of their scoring has come off turnovers.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
The Raptors making a switch here. Biombo's checked in. Scola hits them both. Lets the three fly, and the Bulls another three.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
No good from Paxson.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Paxson's got 22. Here's Toronto. Deflects the pass. Here's Purdue. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
and he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Ross against Paxson. Feeds it to Ross. Fires from deep. And again, Toronto with the triple.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Another one falls for Chicago. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Scola, a screen on Smith. Here's Ross, and another basket for Toronto.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Healy, and the Bulls, another three.
Back-to-back threes for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Here's Paxson, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Biyombo. Nogueira comes in for Luis Scola. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Johnson. .50 seconds left in the third quarter. And Joseph kicks to Carroll. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The pass to Grant. Lets it go with a three. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Now, here's Joseph. Guarded by Paxson. Clock at 6. And again, it's Damari Carroll with the triple. Carroll's got 9 points now in just the second half. Armstrong passes to Paxson. A three ball. Another three for Chicago.
He's found a rhythm here in the third quarter, Kevin. And his confidence is palpable. You can feel it. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be falling.
Carroll dishes to Joseph. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they've come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Chicago opening up a huge gap. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Toronto with the ball. Terrence Ross is out there with Nogueira. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's right in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Paxson kicks to Brown. That's good. Brown's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Pass to Valanciunas. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And that one's good. Right.
Excellent, excellent transition passing there, guys. Straight to the hoop.
Paxson passes to Neely. Here's the three. Another three for Chicago. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Deep two from Ross. The shot will not go. And the Bulls going the other way now. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
Yambo, he's checked in for the Raptors. Johnson comes in for Ross. Smith checked in for Chicago. And he gets it to go.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
The dish to Johnson. And again, it's Toronto converting.
That's a very good high percentage look right there.
And Chicago has possession. Passes to Cartwright. 11 feet away. Good.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts. Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Smith. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
Oh, tipped away. So it's Chicago now. Bulls moving the ball around. Pass to McRae. Picked by Cartwright. Rodney McRae scoring there. Part of that Louisville team that won the NCAA title in 1980.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on them with the triple.
And they're on the break. Here's Brown. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Brown's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Johnson attacking. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Nogueira. Williams, he's checked in for Chicago.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
Johnson in the corner. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Smith against Wright. Williams with the steal. And here come the Bulls again. Chicago with the...
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Puts it up from 15. Another one falls for Chicago. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back. Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
The pass to Neely. Smith dishes to Williams. There's Brown with the 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. And Wright kicks to Scola. Again, Toronto.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here's Chicago. Smith on the wing. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Assist goes to Ed Neely.
Here's Wright. Johnson at the elbow. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force. And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
And Wright kicks to Johnson. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 14 points now in the second half.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Some changes for Toronto. Terrence Ross comes in for Johnson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Wright. And taken away by Brown. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Smith.
You know, one thing we saw a lot of last season during the playoffs was the hack-a-shack plan, pretty much purposely fouling a poor free throw shooter. A lot of different opinions on it, as it wasn't fun to watch for the viewers, but many feel it's a legitimate part of the game if it works.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance, Clark. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah. And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And making the right plays when they needed to. Closing out this club for the second time this season. This victory pushes their record to 2-0 with 2 games left to go against the Raptors.
The hack-a-shack or the hack-a-Jordan or the hack-a-whatever being the focus of the playoffs last season. We saw it up close and personal. It opened up a debate, Greg, on whether or not it should be allowed. What do you think?
You know, it's a touchy subject. I remember last summer, or spring, I should say, the commissioner touched upon it. You know, one of the concerns is, do you want to change a rule for an entire league when it basically affects 2 players? And so it's something that you got to be sensitive to. But to your point, the fans don't want to see that ugly style of basketball.
It's boring. It slows the game down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
McRae passes the block, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against New York. And Joseph kicks to Ross. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Neely the pass to McRae. Here's Neely. He dishes it to Brown. Pulls up. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, B.J. Armstrong.